I think... Yep, this is the place. Just up there. See the road that splits off? Through the trees? That's the way. The vineyard should be at the end of that road. I'm positive. We're almost there. If I had any doubts about my ability to read a map, I could also rely on my senses. I feel divine power here, very similar to my own. That puts to rest any hesitation I have. How about you? Come on, Professor. I want answers. We've come this far. My brothers... Wherever they are, they've waited long enough for this to be fixed. Let's get the world set right. Get their stars back in the heavens and themselves back into existence. And then we can go back to our respective lives. Or afterlives, I suppose, in my case. Why does that surprise you? My life ended a long time ago, remember? I'm part of the underworld now. It's where I have to be. Why? You have no reason at all to feel sorry for me. I don't. I lived a full life. And obviously you don't know what Elysium is like, but let me assure you, it's a wonderful place. I know that the word underworld has some unpleasant connotations these days, but for me, it's just the place we exist when our lives on Earth end. And for many of us, it's lovely. Well, I'll be honest, I do miss it. There's something to be said for a place that's designed to be paradise. When I'm here, there's a part of me that can't wait to go back. But the time I've spent on Earth lately with you, even though it hasn't been under the best of circumstances, and I've been worried about my brothers almost constantly, I've still enjoyed the change of pace. I've enjoyed seeing this world again. It's not perfect, but I think that's why it appeals so much. It's mundane and ordinary and pretty amazing. A lot has changed from my time, but some things are still very much the same. Under other conditions, if I were just here on a pleasure visit, it would be quite a nice holiday. Well, that, and your company has been nice too. Of course it has. I know it wasn't entirely fair of me to show up in your office and ask for your help. I was desperate, but it still wasn't fair. But you remembered Castor and Pollux, and you listened to my story. And whether you believed me or not, whether you still believe me or not, you took a bit of a leap of faith coming here. Maybe it was just a lark for you. Maybe you still think it's a trick or a dream or a prank someone is pulling. But you're still here with me. You're letting me drag you from place to place on this very disjointed journey. You've been friendly and interesting. Probably the best travel companion I could have hoped for. So yes, you're definitely part of what has made this time special for me. I don't know if I could have done it without you. You mean once this is over and I go back? I know it seems like it's easy for me to come here, but it's really not. It takes a lot of work for me to slip out of the underworld even for a little bit of time. Which, when you think about it, is how it should be. Don't want lots of formerly alive people running around on Earth. That would be chaotic. No, my place is there. My own soul knows it. As much fun as it is to be here, there's a disharmony inside me when I'm away from Elysium. That's where I belong now. I've only come here to save my brothers, and after that's done, I don't know if anything would be worth coming back here for again. No, I mean, I'm grateful for your help and your company. I've enjoyed getting to know you, but we are not from the same world. I can't just drop in for a visit, and you can't come to the underworld. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure it intrigues you. I've painted pictures for you of things that you didn't even know were real. But don't be hasty. You have a lot left to do on this earth before your time is done here. You're going to do a lot of good. I'm no oracle. And fortunately, I'm not Cassandra either. Poor thing. But I can feel things sometimes, and I feel that you are destined for bigger things than you realize. Be sure to let that play out. Do all that you're meant to do. When you're done, if you make your way to Elysium, if you've earned your spot there, we just might meet again. There's no hurry, though. Time passes differently there. And time passes so quickly here. Blink and it's gone. There's a building. Looks like maybe storage. We should check it out. Hello? Is anyone in here? Wait. I heard something. I think this is... Yes, it's a door in the floor. Must lead to a cellar. Come on. Do you think... Hello? We can hear you, so you might as well come out. Circe. You seem surprised to see me. I'm not sure why. You had to know I'd do everything I could to help my brothers. Circe, where are they? Castor and Pollux, what have you done with my brothers? We've come a long way to be here. And I would have gone a lot further if I had to. I still will if it comes to that, so why don't we skip the conversation and you just set them free? Put them back in the sky and back into existence where they belong. This is ridiculous. Fine, you want to talk first? Let's talk first. Just tell me what you want to know, and I'll do my best to answer, but you have to let my brothers go. Of course. Yes, I am. I honestly don't know how you did it. I didn't think it was something you had the power to do. It's impressive. Is that what you want? Praise. This isn't very like you, Circe. I thought you were stronger than that. I thought you had confidence in your own power, and you didn't need someone like me to validate you. Hold your temper, sister. Neither of us lacks some power here. Don't force my hand. Now, are we done talking? You mean, aside from where my brothers are, do I want to know more than that? Because that's really all I care about right now. Okay then, I want to know why. Why would you suddenly do this? It's been so long, and you never had a bone to pick with them before, did you? They didn't do anything to you, so why? But Idas and Lynceus, they didn't deserve your help. So what if they asked? I didn't think you were the sort to do something just because some bitter man-children asked you to. They wanted revenge, that I believe. I'm sure they'd been stewing on it for all this time. And they decided to ask you for help, so you just gave it to them? You just removed my brothers from existence because the villains who killed Castor wanted to get back at them for getting themselves killed in the process. That's ludicrous. Why would you? What did you stand to gain? But you've never been eager for chaos. You have your faults, but you don't generally enjoy watching the world burn. So what's changed? Circe. Your eyes. Professor, get out of here. Go now, quickly. Because that's not Circe, and we need to get out of this place right now. She's not... I don't know where Circe is, but that is not her. I don't know. Something is really wrong. Whoever that is has more power than Circe ever did. And more... malice. Did you see it in her eyes? Here, stay over here, out of the way. She's coming. Imposter? Where is Circe? Do you have her bound where you have my brothers? Who are you? You like to play games. And you feel like power. Chaotic barely controlled power. I've never felt anything like it. Professor? No, I don't sense any of the Pantheon. It's like the power of a Greek god, but an unfamiliar aura. I don't know who this is, but she is not one of us. What? What did you say? I suppose it's possible, but that wouldn't make sense. All right, just stay back. You're clearly very powerful, whoever you are. You've removed my brothers from existence. You've taken Circe's identity, and she would not have gone without a fight. You've led us on a merry chase to figure out what happened. You've been pulling the strings the entire time. I acknowledge your strength. You are formidable. And now, you need to undo what you've done. Because order must be restored. The universe must be put right. But then, I know you don't care much for order, Loki. Oh, we have indeed struck a nerve. Now I'm beginning to see. It wasn't me, it was the professor who figured it out. I hadn't even considered the gods of other lands would have a hand in this. To be fair, I barely know of you at all. But I know enough. I know you are just the sort to stir up trouble like this, entirely for your own amusement. I know you're never on any side but your own. So when Idas and Lynceus came searching for revenge, I'm sure you were more than happy to oblige. Did they think you were Circe? Or did they know who they were dealing with from the first moment? Not that it would matter to them, revenge is revenge. Save your growling, trickster. You aren't as angry as you seem. I think part of you is delighted to have been found out. What's the fun of manipulating people if they don't know you're doing it? What's the pleasure in flexing your power if no one sees it? The shape-shifting, the trouble for trouble's sake. It makes so much sense now. Enough. You have no place here, Loki. If memory serves, you're meant to be strapped to a rock right now with snake venom dripping on you. Which, given what you've done, sounds like where you belong. What would the other gods do if they learned you had escaped? Yes, but you didn't. You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't resist getting involved in something that had nothing to do with you just to make trouble for others. You had to know the gods would track you down eventually. Maybe if you fix what you've broken, they'll go easy on you. Maybe the punishment won't be so severe. Stop talking. Drop the glamour. You're a pathetic imitation of Circe. And give me back my brothers now. Don't I? Is that a gamble you wish to take? Do you not recall who my father is? If there's one thing everyone knows about you, Loki, it's that you're only in it for yourself. Maybe you have enjoyed entertaining yourself with this ridiculous escapade, but it's over. You are caught. And now that it's not fun anymore, it's time to stop, before you really regret it. I don't bluff. That sounds more like something you would do. No, I'm in earnest. Fix things before a thunderbolt slices you in half. Do not try me. Or can you not feel the crackle around you? Here, between my fingers. My father's power is mine. Return order, or you will not live to regret it. Professor. Professor, are you okay? I think he's gone. He escaped on the wind. No, I was bluffing. Yes, I know what I said, but how else do you outmaneuver someone like that? Besides, he believed me. Loki is predictable only in his selfishness. Everything is the same here, but... Hang on. Circe? Is that you? Oh, thanks, Zeus. Are you all right? Did he hurt you? Good. How long were you trapped there? You're safe now. He's gone. That's a long story, but no, I'm not back from the dead. Just taking a temporary hiatus from it. I needed to save my brothers from what I thought was you, but it was Loki with your face. His shape-shifting skills are legendary. Patience, Circe. I know you and your temper. I wouldn't want to be Loki right now for anything. But recall your limits. Speaking of recall, do you remember my brothers, Castor and Pollux? That's good. I don't know if your memory was affected by Loki's magic, though. Professor, can you please use your phone and see whether my brothers exist again in the mythology as it's known today? All right. They are. You're certain. Oh, thanks be to Zeus. I should get back to the underworld soon and see if I can see them for myself. If they're back, they might be there. Or they will be soon, just knowing they exist is a start. Of course, Circe, go do what you must. I imagine the tangle that Loki has made of your life will need to be unraveled. Do you want help? All right then, we'll be on our way. You are welcome. Take good care. And don't trust anyone. Come on, Professor, let's head back. Do you? I feel the same way. Like, this isn't over. Loki is still out there, and until he's caught and back where he belongs, he may still want to make trouble. He does live for entertainment, I've heard. Whatever gives him a moment's laugh, no matter what harm it does. He must have really enjoyed wiping my brothers from all of history except our two memories. Our confusion probably amused him to no end. I'll talk to my brothers and see what they remember. I'll ask them to speak to Zeus. He may want to take measures to prevent Loki from doing something like this again. Or he may not think Loki is a genuine threat. I suppose we'll find out. Yes, of course, you have a life to get back to. I'm grateful for your time and company on this path. I don't think I would have made the connection to Loki without you, or even thought to come here in the first place. You did so much to help me save my brothers. I don't have words for how grateful I am. Is there anything I can do for you? I don't know if I'll be able to return. I told you that. But if this business with Loki isn't yet finished, I'm sure I'll find a path back. After all, I'll need your help again. Of course. Until then, keep this for me. You can give it back when I see you again. Don't you recognize it? It's Eris's golden apple. The one that caused such chaos among the goddesses who all claimed to be the fairest. The one Paris gave Aphrodite in exchange for, well, me, in a manner of speaking. I've never liked how that tale was twisted over time. Anyway, this is the apple. Now you can take care of it for me. Oh, how I came to possess it is another story, which I will tell another time. But for now, goodbye, Professor. May the gods smile on all your endeavors.